Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. We've got a great matchup here on deck. Still early in the season, but both teams come in undefeated, ready to test each other and try to stay perfect on the year. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll run it from the gun. That'll pick up a first down out at the 37.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Anderson. Makes a quick catch. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, this guy last week threw a couple touchdown passes. He comes in with a lot of confidence, and here maybe too much confidence. Throwing this ball into coverage cost his team early in this game with an interception.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On the ground, it's Johnson. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Anderson. Lets it fly to the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Handoff in a single back formation. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
To be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
It's a quick grab. A 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial third down play right here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Toss it to the back, running left. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Now, fourth down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive.
Black 24. Black 24. Hey. Hornet. Tuna. Go.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Lizzie. Stand. Bang. Acorn.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Notre Dame, 14. Miami, 0.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Takes the handoff again. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack.
They'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you can say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air, it's Anderson. He's looking deep here. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Punt over the middle. It's Young. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Young. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Trying to find some room. It's Allen. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Scanning the field, it's Anderson. Catch made on the right side. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you're talking about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. That receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
Second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Anderson. He'll take a deep shot. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
It's 4th and 10. The offense on the field going for it. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker. They're unable to do it here.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete. The incompletion sets up a 3rd and goal from the 3. Back to pass. It's Anderson. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Irish.
Yeah, this is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception because sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Allen. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Miami offense is back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Motion now from the tight end. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Dropping back, it's Anderson. The pocket breaking down. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Young. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Okay, ready?
Offense facing a 2nd and 10.
3:25.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And it's a bunch formation.
Easy.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Cricket! 691! Gators Farm!
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And the coverage team able to bring him down.
And the Miami offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. He goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to pass. It's Anderson. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Porton. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A fumble return for 6. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Anderson. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Receivers are bunched together. Using his legs, it's Johnson.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down at 10. Dropping back, it's Anderson. Bringing pressure. And he's hit just before the throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for the 44.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. He's got it near the end zone.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Irish. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll toss it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 49, Miami 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Anderson. And they heave it deep downfield. Here's another interception. We're losing track. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Payne. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's complete downfield. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. Trying the run, it's Young. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense is threatening here.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Gringo. Cricket. Tuna.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line, it's snapped. And it'll be forced out well short of the goal line. A big stop by this defense on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
To the air, it's Anderson. Pass not complete. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Come on, set. Ready?
And he drops back in the gun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. No shot to bring him down. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal.
Fire!
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Are you ready?
Offense facing 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set. Ready?
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on the 3rd and long. The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Now it's 2nd down here. Direct snap to the back. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass this time. Took one last shot with no time on the clock, though. This game is over. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.